the unlikely alliance that is set to, shake Kenya. President Ruto has sent his people to tell Kenyans that he would like Raila Amolo Odinga to be his running mate.
Kenya inatetemeka kwa sababu 2007 tulikoroga mpaka tukashinda, lakini tukaibiwa. Leo ndio tuko kwa serikali, ati alafu tuko na baba alafu tushindwe? Haiwezekani. Hata kama mnataka tuweke baba akuwe vice president, bora tupate Nyanza yote, hatuna maneno.
Now this is the shock. Hello folks, welcome back to Dr. Politica. And of course, here we decode power and dissect Kenya. And I'm Peter Ogutu, your analyst. Now, yesterday, some shocking news was trending, and some of Ruto's trusted allies were saying that they want 2027 to be William Ruto the flag bearer, Raila Odinga, the running mate. That means Raila will be the deputy president of Kenya. Of course, some people are shocked. And now I want us to go through some 5 points pertaining this issue, because it is a serious issue when it comes to Kenya's political arena. Now, of course, this is a strong coalition because Ruto Raila ticket could unite, Kalenjin, Kikuyu, and Luo voters, because this could create a formidable electoral bloc for 2027. Why am I saying so? Of course, Ruto comes from Kalenjin, actually a vote-rich region, Rift Valley. And Raila, of course, enjoys votes from Nyanza, not only Nyanza, Coast and Western. So this means that this coalition can be very powerful. And of course, there are some people, some voters from Mount Kenya, which will, of course, still believe that Ruto is a good president and will vote for him. This means that this pact between, a Ruto Raila, pact will equal to a very strong alliance that will actually make Ruto re-elected, because Raila is a powerful figure. Now, that's the first point. The second point is that there is ethnic risks, because replacing Kikuyu deputy president, for example, remember Ruto replaced the Shago with Kindiki, and of course we are seeing the problems William Ruto is going through right now, because right now he can't even access Mount Kenya voters, because Mount Kenya has locked him out and has labeled him, a traitor. That's the truth. And now, when, of course, Ruto risks and goes and picks another person, candidate, a running mate, from actually another ethnic group. In Kenya, politics is all about ethnicity. That's the reality. Ukabila haitawaisha Kenya. Not now. Maybe 100 years to come. But as per now, ni ukabila after ukabila. And Ruto picking someone who's not Kikuyu means that he will lose the whole Mount Kenya region. Okay? Now, that's the risk. And of course, Mount Kenya is actually enjoying 8 million votes. So when you say that you want to lose the votes, all the votes, of course you have to ask yourself some questions. What if your opponent gets all 8 million votes? This person will have, a higher start of 8 million. And if this person campaigns very well, this person can defeat you. If Kalonzo, enjoys 8 million votes from Mount Kenya, and he enjoys some 4 million from Mukambani and other regions, Kalonzo can be a very big threat to William Ruto. So that's the risk, of Ruto deciding on picking Raila Amolo Odinga as his running mate. And again, the other point is, of course, political stability. Political stability. Now, the alliance could reduce opposition-led unrest. And of course, it will build on their current collaboration. If there's a faction that has been, causing chaos in Kenya, not chaos actually, demonstrations, is Raila Amolo Odinga's faction, because Raila is known as someone who enjoys supporters who are, of course, no nonsense, who knows how to demonstrate, who can actually put the country to a standstill. And remember, even during the Gen Z revolution, what happened? Ruto knew very well that if he handshakes with Raila, this protest will end. And it did so. When Ruto formed this broad-based government with Agwambo, what happened? The protesters, lost hope. And actually, no one was seen throwing stones or demonstrating on the road because a huge percentage of these people were actually believing in Raila. So this means that if Ruto and Raila form a coalition, there will be no unrest in the country. But again, it comes with a disadvantage because now the government who will hold the government be accountable, like who will be a powerful figure who can of course match a coalition of Raila and Ruto. Now, um, another point is Odinga's case, Odinga's base. Sorry, Raila's Nyanza supporters may oppose aligning with Ruto. They are 2022 rival. Yeah, the fact that Ruto can even pick on Raila. Let's assume that Raila accepts the offer of becoming the next deputy president. But to me, I think that's somewhat demeaning because Raila is above that because he's been the prime minister. Why should he go for to become a deputy president? From being prime minister, deputy president, prime minister is above. But if Raila takes the offer, that does not guarantee that his supporters, mostly from Nyanza, will play along because some still believe that Ruto is their political nemesis. So if these people, see that Raila has gone to Ruto, they will label Raila as a traitor. Because how can you deputize your former rival? How can you do that? Because this is your competitor. Don't people you see as if Ruto is using Raila for his own re-election. Because he can do so, can pick Raila, then he wins the elections. Then what happens? Because Ruto cannot be trusted. What happens? Ruto again decides on impeaching Raila. He can do that. He can pick Raila as his running mate, then impeach Raila. You know, deals are being made before elections, sweet deals. But after elections, people fight. Eh, before elections, people are lovers. After elections, they fight. Remember in 2002, during the Rainbow Coalition, Kibaki and Raila were buddies, good friends. No one even thought that these people would ever, separate ways. But what happened? When Kibaki got the power, was sworn in, became the president, Kibaki immediately turned his back on Raila. Actually, he began fighting Raila. He began fighting Raila, including removing Raila from cabinet, and that was the genesis of their, of their of their fallout. Yeah, because Raila, their deal was if Kibaki wins the elections, Raila will be automatically be the prime minister. But but when Kibaki won the elections, actually he won the elections a sick man. Because he was on wheelchair, and Raila campaigned for him when Kibaki was in America. Raila was busy campaigning in Kenya, and Raila managed to deliver victory to Kibaki. But as soon as Kibaki was sworn in, Kibaki immediately began fighting Raila. Yeah, and now what happened is that Raila Amolo Odinga was supposed to be the prime minister. That was their deal. But Kibaki saw that if Raila becomes the prime minister, I want to be powerful in Kenya because when you have a president and prime minister, these are two powerful people in the country. So no one will know who is who. And that's why these two leaders fought. And actually, Raila went ahead, formed ODM, and Kibaki remained with PNU. And that's what led to their competition in 2007, which of course saw Raila winning, but Kibaki maintaining that he won. And of course, we saw the chaos and people died. And now, um, that's a short history of our politics. That's that is the nature of politics. Okay. Now, um, have you said so? This pact between Raila and Ruto won't guarantee them victory because the people can reject them. The same way Uhuru and Raila formed a pact. Actually, people thought that Raila would win, but some people did not vote, even though Raila believes that he won the elections. Now, anyway, that's a story for another day. Now, the last point is public sentiments. This thing has been trending on Twitter, and of course, even yesterday on news. I saw it that, sorry, Raila is meant, Raila might be the deputy president after 2027 elections. But of course, Twitter posts are split. Some say it as a game over strategy, others as an unpopular power grab. Because the people see that if this coalition will automatically win. Because when you see Raila and Ruto coming together, of course that's a win. Because these are two powerful figures when it comes to politics, right? But some see it as if it will be unpopular and they will be thwarted. Because remember, even in 2022, what happened? Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila on the same side, two powerful figures, billionaires. And actually, some believe that Raila now will win the elections, will be the president. Because when you mix Raila and, of course, Uhuru, are not wengi sana. But to people's dismay, what happened? Um, Raila did not win the elections. He lost to Ruto. It doesn't matter how he lost. The fact is that he lost the elections. Huh? Doesn't matter whether he won, whether he was rigged out. It doesn't matter. The fact is he lost the elections because people believe that once you are in the deep state, even if you lose, some magic will happen. Yeah, but that magic, we waited. It never happened. So it's the same thing. Now, these people, if they combine forces, do you think that they will win the next elections? Because no, that's my question today. Do you really believe that these people will win the elections? Hit me on the comment section. And of course, I'll be glad to see what you think about this video. Thank you.